Hey y'all, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft, and I'm ready to work on my New Year's Eve uh, page. I have some pieces of ephemera, including these two from a Modify a Puzzle piece swap, and I think there might be a couple pieces off here I can use. I've got two alphas. I'm definitely going to try and use this word happy because it was Happy New Year. I pulled out, I switched, I had some different enamel dots out, but these are Reasons to Smile, Chamel Reasons to Smile, and I think the colors from this are perfect with this paper, which is my main sort of highlight paper. It's got Chinese lanterns, and the reason I picked this is because we ate Chinese food and played games. So I kind of wanted to highlight that story for our New Year's. I've also pulled out this piece of paper. It's sort of got a little bit of this green and a little bit of this green on it. It's kind of mottled, so that will be a nice backing paper. I've got this beautiful paper. Now, I could, if I wanted, I was thinking I was going to do like this at the top, a third, and leave this. But maybe I'd rather do the green. No, I'm liking the pink. All right. So, but what I want to do is I'm going to fussy cut along here. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to do that. I just want to determine how long I want that to be. 1, 2, 3. That would be 4 inches. That would be 5 inches, which is almost, not quite half and half. I think I will do this one. But I'm not going to make you watch me do that fussy cutting. But I am going to get out my scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one, the fourth. So let me just start that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that off camera and trim these photos. And I think I will likely also mat the photos. At least on this, I may double mat the photos. You may get to watch me do that. I'm not sure. But let me do this fussy cutting and trimming of these photos, and I will be back. All right, so I fussy cut, and I decided to fussy cut the top as well because I liked the swoops of it, and I thought it would look good to have a 1/2 inch or so at the top of that fun pink. So I've cut this green to be a single box for my 2 photos. But the issue I have, I was going to double mat them with this pink, and it's just not big enough for me to mat two photos on it. My photos are too big for them, for this one scrap. I will find a way to use this scrap in a little while, but I'm going to dig out my box of photo mats from Creative Memories. I have thousands, I think, of these sheets. So I'm always happy to be able to use some to mat my photos. They are just over 4x6 usually. So you can mat a 4x6 photo on them. And in many cases, one side is printed tone on tone, and the other side is solid. I love the tone on tone on the back of this, but it doesn't go. So I'm going to ink everything, and I decided to ink in black. It's just going to help everything stand up, give it a little dimension. It may also hide any flaws I have in my detailed cutting here. But I am ready to get the basics of this page down. So I like the idea of those little floating lanterns. Then I'm just going to tuck this under, and that's going to leave me room for a journal box. I'm just going to go through. I found this is another of those matte pieces from Creative Memories, and I'm going to use it to create a journal box because I definitely want to journal about what we did that evening. So I've gone and pulled some dies to see what shape I might want. This one I think is a little too fussy for what I'm looking at. I also looked at this warbly one, which would have been cute, but I was looking for something a little bit different, and I haven't used these in a long time. So this makes a frame banner. So I'm going to cut the banner out of the pink. I cut out the cutting part, so I'm not that fast at using my die cutting machine. But through the magic of television. All right, so, and then I'm going to back it with this paper for journaling space. I think that's pretty cute. Now I start out with it at an angle, but it's going to end up square and under the lanterns as well, because I don't like that channel that it left there. So now I'm ready to move on and work on a title. So I've got this word happy, and then I have these silver, and they're pink on pink foam, so silver glitter on pink foam. So that's perfect for this page, honestly. So I'm just doing Happy New Year because this was our New Year's Eve celebration. Here's where I decide to tuck that in a little better. Now I've set these down. I haven't like smushed them down a lot. I'm going to still play with them a bit. And I'm trying to make sure that the New Year's fits just over the photos. And then I'm still putting this happy at an angle, and I end up not. I'm going to end up changing that. It looks okay like that, but it started to bother me. Then I pulled from this same pack some turquoise glitter stars. I think that's real cute. And then I remembered that I have some more ephemera, and I had wanted to put these puzzles on there because we were doing games, and I thought that's kind of puzzly. But I just couldn't make them, this turquoise one in particular, fit at the right angle. So I end up not using them, and that's okay. They're cute. They'll make it onto another page. So I'm just playing around. This says, let's take a trip together, which works okay because we were on a trip, but not perfectly. So I'm just looking at the ephemera that I had pulled, and I always pull more than will really fit on the page or go on the page. So I'm just looking at it, and it's just not feeling cohesive to me. Like I feel like that's just a mess. So I'm going to simplify a little, and I like that little word at the little sentiment at the top, and then Happy New Year. So that gives me a little base for some stuff at the top. But this is a little bulky and square, so I'm going to use a corner chomper that I have. It's a crocodile one, just to lighten that up a bit. Do some ticket corners on it. And then I need a brad for this because it has a hole in it. So I'm going to pull out my brads. There's one that was yellow, just a plain one, but I decided with the glitter on there that I should get something with a little more bling. And I had a turquoise one, but then it would be turquoise on turquoise. So I managed to find one that was, I think, green or yellow. I can't quite remember. And then I'm going to pop that up on a piece of foam just so that brad doesn't make it lumpy when it sticks down. And I'm much happier with that corner now. And I have a few little, these are some Vicki Boutin chipboard. So there's a couple of things I like from that. And I'm just looking at the other pieces that I had thought about adding. And I'm going to do some little collections of these Chamel enamel dots. I really like them. They're a little shimmery, and I love the colors. They work on a lot of my pages. This is my second pack of these enamel dots, actually. I used up the first one almost completely, so I was happy to break into these. So I'm doing 3 little sets. And I did kind of a green, a tealy green, and the yellow and the pink. So I decided to do the pink shimmer, not the rose gold, but the actual bright pink. So I'm just adding that. Then I realize I can add some. And that's it, you guys. This page came together relatively quickly, even with the detailed cutting that I did and the die cutting. And I'm really happy to have documented our New Year's Eve. Please give this video a thumbs up and come on back to my Space to Craft. I think this week I'm going to do a sort of my favorite tools for simple scrapbooking. So if you're interested in that, please leave a comment and come on back for more. Here's some close-ups. Thanks a lot, you guys.